gun drawn?
Because you're following me, that's why.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal?
You're live on the internet right now, so be careful what you do.
When you're cordial with me, I'm cordial with you.
Give me your name and ID.
Just because you wear a badge, you're no different than I am.
You guys are a bunch of You got 4 cops here and you can't do shit.
He thinks that we can't talk to him like that. We could talk to him however the we want. It's freedom of speech. What are you going to do, arrest me for telling you to sit on the curb?
First Amendment aside, that's a pretty bold way to talk to a law enforcement officer. The guys who took that video say they spotted a deputy speeding and changing lanes without using their turn signal. So they decided to follow the officer and confront them. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Kelly Burns. The confrontation you just watched happened in Lehigh Acres on Congress Avenue. We sent NBC2's Christy Soto to find the group who made the video and to find out why they're provoking police.
We're at Congress Avenue in Lehigh Acres. This is where deputies say they encountered the 2 men and their phones. It was all streamed live on YouTube last night. Take a listen.
Why do you have your gun drawn?
Because you're following me, that's why.
These 2 men followed and filmed sheriff's deputies last night.
You're live on the internet right now, so be careful what you do.
Jay Lopez and James Carroll call themselves First Amendment Auditors. They claim a deputy was speeding and not using his turn signals. That isn't captured on camera, but what happened next is...
Give me your name and ID.
F-bombs.
You're a coward.
And worse.
You guys are a bunch of You got 4 cops here and you can't do shit.
Hurled at the deputies, keeping their collective cool.
As soon as Carmine sees
Thank you guys for tuning
in.
Thank you for getting my back.
Sheriff Carmine Marcino making his feelings clear.
I'm proud of how they acted on scene, and our training, our de-escalation training, is proven now that we are able to take that kind of verbal abuse and still be very professional and courteous and do our job.
Lopez and Carroll then followed deputies to an LCSO substation.
At 3 in the morning, we're gonna audit this station.
Peeking into patrol cars and knocking on the door, demanding to speak to a supervisor. Lopez says their goal is to hold law enforcement accountable.
We want to close the gap, between law enforcement and citizens. At the end of the day, our tax dollars pay them, and they forget that.
Sheriff Marcino says these men crossed a line and put your safety on the line.
It's harassing. It influences how we do our job, okay? And it's unacceptable. It really is. You got multiple units on scene, and those units could be helping someone in a life-death situation somewhere else.
The 2 men were not arrested in Lehigh Acres.
Why do you guys act above the law? What makes you guys special? Because you wear that clown suit and that badge, it makes you special?
Christy Soto, NBC2.